Well, the row between Russia and Ukraine over gas pricing has spread across Europe. 18 countries have been affected, ranging from major economies like Germany to former Soviet member Moldova. The lack of fuel in the middle of a severe winter is posing a serious challenge to the people of these countries. Li Ying has more.
The gas meter has stopped running at the Kodic family home in Sarajevo. Outside, the temperature has dropped to -10 degrees Celsius. Officials say over 72,000 Sarajevo households were left without heating after deliveries of Russian natural gas to the country were stopped on Tuesday evening.
We are in a warlike situation here, like during the war. I cannot believe that in the 21st century someone can shut down the gas like this.
Bosnia's leading gas operator, Sarajevo Gas, says the situation is close to humanitarian disaster. Bosnia imports all of its gas from Russia through Ukraine, Hungary and Serbia. In Romania, farmers in this village, 70 kilometers north of Bucharest, are resorting to wood chopping for alternative fuel.
This is the only way to survive. Wood is cheaper than gas.
In the Czech Republic, gas from Russia was completely cut off on Wednesday morning. An alternative pipeline, which brings Norwegian gas to households, left Czechs in a better situation than most countries in the region. But many people are very much concerned about the situation.
It's a very unpleasant situation because most Czech households use gas for heating and for cooking. The consequences could be enormous.
In the Bulgarian capital of Sofia, heating has been sharply reduced despite sub-zero temperatures outside. Many companies and schools remain closed on Wednesday.
We feel the gas crisis already because of the cold. It's very cold outside and inside too. The central heating has been diminished and we try to keep warm by electric heaters, but that's not the same.
The impact of the crisis seems to be felt more sharply in Bulgaria. It's one of the few EU countries with no access to alternative pipeline routes, relying almost solely on Russian gas. The EU has given Ukraine its clearest warning yet that any failure to meet commitments to deliver Russian gas to the bloc would hurt its aspirations for closer EU ties.
So, if this transit does not go as normal, we will have a real problem and we will have to take some conclusions, clarifying that we will no longer consider the supply from gas from Russia through Ukraine a credible supply, and we will have to be clear about that.
The EU has stressed its neutrality throughout the gas row and has rejected overtures from both sides to mediate in what it insists is primarily a commercial dispute. Li Ying, CCTV.
And many analysts say Russia has adopted a new approach with the media in its gas dispute with Ukraine. Unlike the rigid and aggressive manner it adopted in a similar dispute in 2006, this time Russia has used some public relations strategies. Since the dispute in 2006, the Kremlin has hired one of the world's largest public affairs firms, Omnicom, and its Brussels unit, Publicis Europe. The world's media have been regularly updated on the actions and the intentions of Russia's state gas monopoly, keeping up a barrage of information that has so far helped Russia hold its own in the PR war. Gazprom has launched a website to explain its side of the row, and its senior officials have toured European countries giving briefings and interviews. But analysts predict the PR battle may become harder to win over the coming years. The longer gas supplies to Europe are affected, the harder it will be for Moscow to appear blameless.